Hello everyone, back tuning into today's second video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days. For today's second video, day 10, we'll take you to the 21st of February. We'll be able to extend out beyond that, but yesterday's GFS and ECM ensembles may run to around a couple of weeks. We're going to have a look at CFSV2 at the end of the video. For the next 4 weeks, I'll take you into the early part of March. European Outlook has been released, so have a look at that, see what's going on in the weekend. Basically, you're going to get gradually milder from the west, but it's going to be a slow old process. So check out European Outlook. So let's go there. We're going to have some sort of video footage. I don't know what tonight's video will be. Probably Snow Watch, maybe a 12Z update, probably Snow Watch or 12Z combined. I don't know, but check out the channel around 8ish. There'll be a video turning up then, and you'll be able to have a look at that. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Go shout out our next channel member. So we've got loads of channel members still to shout out, and a couple of PayPal donors as well. So I'm going to say thank you so much to our latest channel member, Karen Brett. Thank you so much, Karen, for becoming a channel member of Gazzo. It's absolutely unbelievable. We've got 70 channel members. Absolutely amazing. I can't believe how many channel members we've got. So thank you so much to all of our channel members, and a special thank you to Karen Brett. Thank you to all of our PayPal donors and patrons as well. It's unbelievable and it's amazing. So thank you to each and every one of you. If you'd like to become a channel member for Gazzo's, all you need to do is come to Gazzo's YouTube homepage, click the join button, take you through to another page where you see what benefits you get from becoming a channel member, and you can sign up on that page as well. Thank you so much to all of you for doing that. We're at 10.6k subscribers. Subs have slowed down a little bit over the past day or two. We're trying to get 10.7k. So if you aren't yet sub, please can you do so. Tell your friends, family, everybody else to sub as well. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, let's go on the video then. So this tweet from UK Metal. Let's look at this. We can confirm that last night, the coldest February night across the UK since 23rd of February 1955. Let's do that again. We can confirm that last night was the coldest February night across the UK since 23rd of February 1955. That includes the infamous winter of 62-63, the daddy of cold winters. The temperature in Braemar, Aberdeenshire, fell to minus 23.0 at 8:13 this morning. And there it is, Braemar at minus 23.0. That's the first time we've been under minus 20 since December 2010. It's the coldest night at all in the UK since December 1995, by the way, and it is the coldest February night since 1955. Absolutely incredibly cold up across Scotland. So this beast from the east has definitely delivered some historic weather. This is a historic cold spell that we're going through. Some may not believe it, but you know, the stats don't lie. It's a historic cold spell that we are currently experiencing, particularly in the northern half of the country, with our coldest February night since 1955. Wow, absolutely unbelievable and amazing. These are its latest temperature observations. Have a look at this. So we're still at 12:38 at minus 11 across northern Scotland. Out in the Hara is still at minus 11 with a dew point of minus 12. Aviemore is at minus 8. Aboyne is at minus 7. Dundee Riverside is at minus 6. Strathallan is at minus 10. Even Aberdeen over on the North Sea coast is at minus 4. Inverbervie is not quite as cold at freezing. Redesdale Camp is at minus 2. Esdelmuir is at plus 1. Spade Adam is at 0 degrees. And Bulmar is at plus 3. Going further south into northern England, we've got Bingley at freezing. Doncaster is at plus 2. Lincolnfield is at plus 3 degrees. And Scarborough is at plus 3. Goes colder though into the Midlands, freezing at Churchill Orford. Birmingham's at plus 1. Minus 2 at Little Rissington. Minus 1 at Luton Airport. Andrewsfield is at minus 1 as well. Benson is at freezing. Farnborough is at freezing. Biggin Hill is at minus 2. London City Airport is at freezing. High Wycombe is at minus 1. London Heathrow is at freezing. Shoreham on the south coast at +1. Down in southwest England, Plymouth is at +2. Up into Wales, got Senny Bridge at -2. We've got Lake Vyrnwy at -2. We've got Rhyl at freezing. We've got Capel Currig at -1. We've got Valley at +2, and over into Northern Ireland, Belfast is at +3. It's very cold out there, and the cold spell goes on, but will be easing as we go into, particularly into next week. More about that in a moment. Central temperature, annoyingly, hasn't updated for yesterday, so this hour CET was looking up to the 9th of February, standing at 3.6, an anomaly of nearly 1 degree below average. That will be, of course, after yesterday, significantly lower than that, and it will continue to drop through to the weekend as well. But changes are on the way. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles next couple of weeks. Looking at King's Lynn today, the red line is a 30-year upper air temperature average for King's Lynn. We're starting off, of course, very cold at the moment. Actually going to get even colder as we go over the next day or so. Upper air temperatures dropping even further tomorrow and into Saturday. After that, though, the temperature starts to move upwards. By the early part of next week, we're going a little bit milder than average. And then as we go into like the third week of February into last week of the month, generally looking quite mild now with those upper air temperatures. Possibly even a taste of spring, you know, later next week. We do still have a few cold outliers, so we can't totally rule out the chance that it may stay cold next week. But I think it's very likely now that next week will turn significantly milder. Into the last days of February, there are a few colder members appearing again there. Equally a lot of mild members. So I think the closing days of February, possibly the opening days of March, you know, are a little bit up the grass. But the trend is definitely for much milder weather to develop next week. Precipitation-wise, there's going to be a lot of dry weather in the coming days. We'll turn more unsettled here as it begins to go milder. Rain and or snow could be involved in that process. And then after that, a lot of dry weather through this very mild period. That could be a little bit of a spring-like period from like the 20th to the 25th of February. It might be, could be. No more than that. Temperature anomalies from the 11th to 19th of February, going to be colder than average still. Most of Europe still well and truly locked into the freezer. Precipitation anomalies from the 11th to the 19th of February. Overall near normal, a bit drier than average still in the north, near normal further south. Latest wind flow map from earthnullschool.net show that beastly easterlies are still with us, so it feels bitter out there, bitterly cold. Winds remaining from the east for the time being, so the cold spell goes on. Sunday we'll start to see a change. I think Sunday is still quite a cold day across central, southern and east areas, but out in the west becoming less cold with winds turning into the south and those milder southerly winds spreading across the country from Sunday to Monday. Possibly some snow or freezing rain involved in that. We'll know more a little bit close to the time frame. But eventually, as we go through next week, obviously turning a lot milder with the wind pushing in from off the Atlantic. I think we could well be lifting temperatures up into double digits there, certainly in the south anyway, by the middle of next week. GFS 6 said looking like this, a push of much milder southerly winds in the west on Sunday, still cold in the east I think, over sunny to Monday and into Tuesday again, these southerly winds gradually spreading eastwards. It's a slow old process to turn things milder, but eventually we will find these milder temperatures breaking through from off the Atlantic. So yeah, definitely a milder flavour to the weather next week. Even in the frozen north, even across the frozen parts of Scotland, it's going to get milder, I think, next week. By the end of next week, we're drawing up a long fetch southwesterly from the Canary Islands and the Azores. That could lift temperatures well into double digits. Moving up towards day 10, we find high pressure developing to our south, low pressure to our north, going rather flat. So that's looking pretty mild, possibly quite spring-like as well. And then we end this GFS run with high pressure more or less in over top of the country. As the high pressure becomes centrally located, although the upper air temperatures will still be mild, it may start to get colder on the surface, possibly with some frost and fog. By the end of the GFS 6, they're maybe just trying to raise the heights a little bit to the north and northeast, but still really drawing the air up from the south, so still generally on the mild side there, I think. GEM looks like this, so again, we're gradually introducing these milder winds from the south-southwest into the early part of next week. Chatting more as well about rates of rain in the west, although I think the east probably gets quite a lot of dry weather, really, through the course of next week. Again, we're slowly introducing these milder winds from the southwest. So as we get to day 10 with the GM, look at this, got high pressure centered over southern Germany, and we're pulling up like a long fetch southerly, which will be a very mild southerly by this point. Look at those upper air temperatures, with plus 10 Celsius isotherm. Is moving in from the south. Have we gone from winter to summer? Well, not quite. It's not going to be that mild. But even so, I think we're going to see temperatures at least into the low teens, probably. 12, 13, 14 is possible with that. Big change on what we've had this week, of course. ECM, again, high pressure slipping away to the east, low pressure moving in from west, turning wind into the southwest over weekend, over next week. It is getting milder. The ECM has a go at building back the Scandi high on Thursday next week, but nothing really comes of it. So it just has high pressure continue to be to the east, low pressure out to west, still drawing up those winds from southerly direction. In the east, it might be chilly with frost and thaw with this, as we're quite close to high pressure, but I think generally this is a milder flavour to the weather through the course of next week. So getting milder is definitely the message. If you don't like cold weather, milder conditions are on the way, I think, say pretty definitively now for next week. These are the options on the table in the ECM ensemble today for day 10. Gets us to the 21st of February. 31 members out of the ECM ensembles, including the control and the operation run, showing high pressure sitting more or less over or slightly to the north of the country. Almost still quite chilly, but just bring wind up from the south, really. So milder with that, mainly dry, low pressure out to the west. And then the 20 just here have high pressure to the east, low pressure to the west. German wind up from the south. Again, that's going to be pretty mild, I would have thought. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. This is going to get us to the 26th of February. 16 members of the ECM ensembles have high pressure centred right over top of the country, mainly dry. Could be chilly under that area of high pressure. 14 with high pressure over Scandinavia, drawing up wind from an east-southeast direction. Could be a bit chilly with that one. 11 with high pressure between Greenland and Scandinavia. This is the coldest option, I think. Bringing in winds from an east-northeast direction. That's returning us back to those very cold east or northeasters, potentially low pressure to the south as well. 5 with high pressure centred over the top of the country. We are on the mild side of the jet stream, but with high pressure centrally located. That could be frosty. And 5 with low pressure over the country. It's the most unsettled option. It's going to be mainly unsettled, quite wet with that, and probably reasonably mild as we bring the air up from the south or from the southwest. CFSV2 looks like this. These are 500 millibar heights broken down to week periods. The first week period takes us from the 11th to the 17th of February. The coming week will see low pressure coming in off the Atlantic, jet stream rising northwards, some higher pressure to the south of Europe as well. Still a lot of northern blocking, but gradually we're seeing a little bit and just starting to turn a bit less cold or milder in the week ahead. Week 2 will be the 18th to 24th of February. High pressure over and to the east of the country. Low pressure out to the west. Going to be mostly dry with that. Bringing wind up from the south. Should be quite mild, but if the wind was to get into the southeast to east, then obviously it will start to go colder again. Week 3 is going to be the 25th of February to the 3rd of March. Still with high pressure over and to the east of the country. Low pressure out to the west. Could be a little bit of a taste of spring with that, possibly. Again, if the wind begins to tilt into the southeast, it will go colder. And then week 4 will take us from the 4th to the 10th of March. High pressure is in over Scandinavia. Low pressure is out to the west. This will be having a go. Again, the wind back into the east might go colder again. There, let's see. Okay, so let's just get rid of that, shall we? And I want to get rid of that as well. And that can go to right. We're done. If you enjoyed this video, please smash your like button. Let us know in the comments what you think. Excuse me, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to tell your friends, family, everybody else to subscribe as well. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody. for doing that. So the basic message is something really cold. It's hot, historic cold spell that we're currently going through. Going to stay cold for the next couple of days. Gradually see the temperature lifting up later in the weekend, and particularly into next week. It will start to turn milder. Maybe even a taste of spring by this time next week. Won't that be a turn up for the books? Right, and don't forget, if you are subscribed, you will be able to see future weather content as well. Right, we're going to be back later on with a video. Could be Snowwatch, could be something else. Check out the video coming up for you at 8 o'clock time. It'll be a bit of a surprise, won't it? But for this one, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.